How is it going, fellow gamers, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be trying to tackle the Nightmare Spellbinder Roulette Challenge, a fresh new challenge out of the Project Ascension's realm Archimond, which tests the skills, ability to withstand hardship, and mental sanity of those who decide to attempt it. And we are one of those misery-seeking degens today, so let's go and get it, boys. What is up, boys? Long time no speak. Sorry about the lack of content here on the channel as of recently. YouTube kinda cucked me over with their new terms of service implemented a few months back, so I ended up losing all of the revenue I was once getting on this channel, which really upset me for a bit and resulted in me losing a lot of motivation to continue YouTube for a while, as I was putting like 12 plus hours a day for multiple days in a row into these videos I was uploading right before I took my little break. But with the release of Project Ascension's brand new league, as well as many brand new changes and challenges, I decided it was time to upload something new. So today we're back trying out the Nightmare Spellbinder Roulette Challenge, which works a little something like this. Every 30 seconds, the game is going to ban the use of a single ability for 30 seconds every 30 seconds. This requires you to constantly keep an eye on what ability you're using, as using the wrong one at the wrong time will kill you instantly and forever. To make things even more challenging, we also are doing this challenge as a Nightmare toon. For those of you who do not know what that means that we're going to be taking 500% increased magical damage and 300% increased physical damage from all mobs in the game. That is 5 times increased damage on all attacks from all mobs. So this should be some great fun. I suppose that there's really nothing left to do other than, begin the challenge. So let's see what this challenge has in store for us. We'll see what we can get going. Oh, shit, I already died. I went to go throw on my aspect of the hawk, and I didn't realize that was nice. This is what can happen if you press the wrong ability, chat. I already showed you in the intro, but here it is. I did that on purpose to show you guys again. That was totally not an accident. Alright, boys, here we are on Blondium number 2. I guess I can show you how to enter yourself into the challenge now. For those of you who don't know how to enter yourself into a challenge, it's pretty simple. You click on the challenge you want to enter yourself into, Nightmare Spellbinder Roulette, activate, wait 3 seconds to make sure you want to do this. If you die for good, by the way. But no, we already knew that, so let's go ahead and start questing again. Let's make sure to not kill ourselves randomly, though. Aspect of the hawk is turned off. I don't want to click it. I don't want to click it, boys. Don't let me click it. Don't let me click it. Don't let me click it. Now I gotta throw on all of my freaking shit again. Oh, man, I want to die.
2,000 years later.
Okay, chat. Okay, chat. We got everything going. We gotta go sell our stuff, and then we can start questing up. Oh, yeah. You gotta set up your toon every time. Gotta make sure you have everything ready to, die. Because, that's all I do is fucking die. If you guys watched my Twitch or my Kick, you know that I've been streaming every single day. The same challenges on repeat, trying to get them completed. But we died to something random every single time. The last time I died, I jumped off of a tower by accident while talking to the chat. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see. I missed that comment. Oh, no! So, it's just life likes to deliver me some big in the end. Well, we gotta make sure that we main step before we do anything, so let's go ahead and spec into agility real quick. The best part about this, as you guys are gonna see here, the auto shots do ridiculous amounts of damage, over half of the health of each mob per mob. That's only until about level 10, maybe even level, 8. I don't know. It's not for all too long that that's happening. Our auto shots are doing insane amounts of damage. I was hoping that this would be something that happens, well, until 60, but it obviously isn't. Auto shot doesn't do this much damage, not even remotely, as you get higher into the levels, as it doesn't scale with anything. There's nothing that you can do to train it to do more damage. It isn't really an ability. That's why it doesn't pop up in the rotation. So you gotta deal with what you got. You gotta deal with what you got. But we will have this undead with us the entire time, which will be doing insane amounts of damage. These undead, like I said to you guys in the intro, they're crazy, man. They are crazy. They do so much. Watch this. I'm gonna let my pet do everything. You know what? I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna let my pet do everything. I'm gonna shoot him and one-shot him in the face. Alright, I'm gonna let my pet do everything now. Watch how much damage this guy does. He fucking one-shot him. He pretty much one-shot him. And the best part about that is we're gonna be able to spec in the talents in the Beastmaster tree over here under the Hunter. Things like Endurance Training, Thick Hide, Unleashed Fury, and Ferocity are going to be very, very beneficial to us in terms of pet damage, as they're already doing insane amounts of damage at level 1, like most things are. Like my auto shot is, for example. A lot of things are doing big damage at level 1. So I'll really have to show you what I mean once we start getting to places like Westfall Red Ridge. You'll see even then the pet's doing a lot of damage, and by then we'll have some talent points into the pet, so he'll be doing insane damage, man. And he won't be taking much, even though he's Nightmare, because of all of the talents we'll be putting into him. Endurance training is really nice. Thick hide's really nice. These are things that are going to help us even complete some dungeon quests along the way, hopefully, which is the goal. We want to get some dungeon quests completed. That's the easiest way to level up doing any challenge, really. Those quests that you can do in dungeons, they have so much EXP. So much EXP, like 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 EXP per quest is massive. I'd recommend you guys do that. Also, another thing I'd recommend you guys do or try to do is make sure you pick up woodcutting. It's a brand new profession added here on League 4. It doesn't have any other purpose other than to collect EXP and shit. So you want to make sure that you're picking this up to collect EXP, and also there's another purpose for it. Let me show you guys real quick what the other purpose is. So here on Project Ascension, the calling board has daily quests that provide for you massive amounts of rewards, and these rewards, as you are going to see hopefully if I get to show you in this video, are crazy. You can get up to 30 gold right away by completing these challenges, so long as the challenges are completable at our level. As of right now, I'm pretty sure they aren't completable. Yeah, it's not. We have seasoned wood logs. Those are found in like level 30 plus zones. Before, it used to be green wood logs and soft wood logs, which would allow for you to first mine all of the trees in the starting zone and then turn in the logs you got for rewards, 2 caches specifically, and 10,000 marks of ascension as well, which allowed for you to throw on enchants right away, which would be good for free pick toons, as we don't get enchants given to us in free pick, as I mentioned to you prior. So you'd have to apply your own. If we had those quests to complete, like say the quest was 20 green wood logs, which we can acquire from these trees right here in Elwyn Forest easily, then we could have grabbed the 20 green wood logs, went to the calling board, turned in the quest, got 2 caches and 10,000 marks of ascension, had a mount right away, as well as our enchants and bags, which would have been absolutely fantastic for us, but they changed it to seasoned wood logs for a reason. We were exploiting that for a while here on the Blonde Belly channel over on our Twitch. Make sure you follow my Twitch if you aren't already. We've been doing that every single prestige, because why wouldn't you want to mount right away? Of course you want to mount right away. It's important. Helps you speed run challenges, which is what we're trying to do constantly. Speed run death is what you guys are probably thinking. No. Speed run completion. We're gonna speed run completion. But as you guys saw, unfortunately, there's no quest that we really can't complete today, with it being seasoned wood logs. So me mining these trees has no purpose whatsoever. But as I showed you guys, the daily quest for wood cutting is seasoned logs, which we really can't do at a low level, especially being Nightmare. So we're just gonna ignore that for now and just mine trees as we go.
12 seconds later.
I think there's a way we can do it, chat. I'm going to try it out. I think there's a way we can do it, chat. Alrighty, boys. So I am here on Gamer Maps to show you what the plan is to acquire our mount by way of the Seasoned Wood Logs profession quest provided to us by the calling board. To start, obviously, we're going to want to get the 75 woodcutting here in Northshire Abbey. Do not leave Northshire Abbey. Stay here to get all 75 woodcutting skill. It's going to make it a lot easier that way and prevent you from dying. After we get to 75 woodcutting in Northshire Abbey, we want to go from Northshire Abbey to Stormwind, and from Stormwind to Darkshire. You do have the flight path automatically unlocked playing over on Project Ascension, being a newly created hero. In Darkshire, and without leaving Darkshire, we want to acquire as many softwood logs as possible. Once we've acquired every single softwood possible here in Darkshire, we want to head down to Westfall, where the sawmill is. We want to sawmill all of the softwood possible to get our skill up as high as we can. We're at 75 once we leave Northshire Abbey, so we want to get it to about 120 past that point. Once we get it to about 120 by way of collecting softwood logs and then sawing them here, going back and forth until we got that 120 wood cutting, we want to then head our butt over to Stormwind. I should have mentioned that before I zoomed out. We want to head over to Stormwind, as I mentioned to you boys, and then from Stormwind you want to take the boat over to Darkshore. Let's let the map load real quick. Now that we hypothetically landed at Darkshore from Stormwind, we want to head down to Ashenvale, to this little campsite right down here. And in this campsite on this island specifically, you want to acquire 20 seasoned wood logs. Do not leave this island or you will die. Stay on the island to get all 20 seasoned wood logs, and then from there what you want to do is you want to go all the way back to Stormwind. Alright, and then once we're in Stormwind, let me let the map load real quick. Once we're back in Stormwind, we want to turn in the quest to the calling board and acquire our 2 caches, as you see me doing right here on your screen, and then bam, you got enchants and you got a mount. Congratulations. Alright boys, so we're opening up the calling board, going to the profession dailies. You'll see we got these seasoned wood logs. We're going to accept it. We're going to close up the menu. reopen the menu, reopen the Professions tab, clicked on the Seasoned Woodlocks thingamajang, and as you see, we got 2 calling board caches filled with big gear. Let me show you what I'm talking about in terms of big gear. We'll open up the first one. We got 1 level 60 piece of gear that has 64 item level, which we can sell for 3 gold, and we also got 2 blues that both sell for a decent amount of gold. This one 3, this one 51 silver, not good at all, but we got a bonus cache out of that one. The second cache, what did we get? We got a purple weapon that sells for 9 god dang gold. That's huge. And we also got 2 trinkets that sell for 5 gold. Out of the second cache, we got a purple mace that sells for 9 gold, as well as a sword that sells for 5. And to top it all off, we got a trinket that sells for 6. Out of the bonus cache, what do we get? We got a purple robe, sells for 2 gold, not bad. We got a headpiece that sells for 75 silver and a pair of pants that sells for 2 gold. Let's see how much money we made in total for just mining a couple of trees. We're level 9. Let's see what we got. 39 gold for doing nothing. That means, you know what that means, boys? We get a mount. And also, boys, since we completed that challenge, you got 10,000 marks of Ascension. We're going to get 40 orbs, since each orb is 250 marks of Ascension. On top of the fact that completing that quest gave us 10 orbs, meaning we'll have 50 orbs to utilize in terms of enchants. But you got to remember, though, we can't really use many abilities with them popping up in roulette. As you see here, Revive Undead is in the roulette. We got to figure out ways to circumvent this roulette. And let me tell you, boys, I do have a couple of tricks to show you. So once we're in Stormwind, I have a couple of things to show you. Alright, lads, we're in Stormwind, and not only are we in Stormwind, we're in the trade district right next to Norsdamu so that we can purchase our mystic orbs. As I said, you got 10,000 marks of Ascension for completing that quest, which means we get up to 40 orbs. Did the math, quick maths. Smart boy. I've been doing this for a while, so I know. I just know it's 40. Okay, there we go. We purchased all 40 orbs. Now we want to go to the Mystic Altar. There are 2 enchants that you want to acquire. The first being Bone Arrow. Bone Arrow does not pop up into the rotation, and on top of that, auto shots proc it. But before we apply the enchants, you want to make sure you go over to Norsdamu, go to the first option here. You want to make sure you buy 2 of these damaged hourglasses. That's going to be vital, as you don't end up picking up trinkets till around level 40, so these are going to be on your toon for a long while, meaning you can enchant them and not worry about losing them. Once you have those on your toon, you're going to want to throw on the enchants. Unfortunately, our altar disappeared. I have to throw one down real quick. One sec. Alright, now that we have the trinkets applied, there are 2 enchants that you need to get that I was trying to mention to you earlier before I realized I didn't have the trinkets. You want to get Bone Arrow because it does not, 1, pop up in the rotation, as you see many abilities do for Spellbinder Roulette, and 2, it procs off your auto shot, meaning once you auto shot an enemy, you're able to use Bone Arrow, which again doesn't pop up in rotation, so it's just free damage. Bone Arrow is a piercing bone that inflicts 16 to 19 physical damage and applies a bleed to the target, which means we're going to be doing some nice dot damage as well as some good initial damage with this ability. The second epic enchant you're going to want to pick up, which is actually kind of vital for this challenge, is Emerald Visage, which summons a Visage of an Emerald Drake that breathes poison for 5 seconds, applying a damage over time effect, and it also instantly kills any non-elite NPC in the game. So, yeah. And it also does not pop up in the rotation, so you know what that means, boys. Free use, let's throw it on. Now that we got the enchants, boys, we're gonna go pick up our mount, since you kind of need a mount in this game to level up very quickly at all, unless you do what I was mentioning to you guys earlier in mining trees and continuously mining trees to keep that 60% movement buff. Other than that, you need to get a mount early, and that's why I'm upset they keep switching the daily quest to things that are harder to get. It used to be just the greenwood logs so that you could spawn in the starting zone. You could mine 20 trees, and then there you go, you have a mount. Then they switched it to softwood logs, making it so you had to get the 75 wood cutting in the starting zone. Then you could fly over to Darkshire, mine 20 softwood logs, and then you had a mount. But now instead, you need to spawn in the starting zone, get the 75 wood cutting, fly to Darkshire, get the 20 softwood logs, cut the 20 softwood logs, go back to Darkshire, get the 20 softwood logs, go back to Westfall. You want to cut those 20 softwood logs, then you want to go back to Darkshire, get 20 more softwood logs, and then you want to go back to Stormwind. You want to take the portal down to Darkshore? Yeah, you go to Darkshore. After you go to Darkshore, you want to fly down to Ashenvale, and then in Ashenvale, you get the seasoned wood logs that you can turn into the cache, or turn in to get the caches at the calling board. It's so much harder now. They keep changing it, and it's a pain in my ass. I just wanted to talk to you guys about it. That's it. Alright, I'm done. But now that we got the riding training done and in, boys, we have our pet. Let me mount one real quick so you know that I'm not lying to you. We're level, what, 9, chat? We're level 9, and we got a mount, boys. It was a lot more challenging than it used to be, as I just got done bitching to you boys about, but we got it, so that's all that matters. I will see you boys in the starting zone. But boys, now that we're all on the same page and we have our Nightmare Spellbinder Roulette toon at level 10 ready to push max level, I feel now a good time to end the video. If you guys had a laugh, learned something new, or enjoyed the video, a like, comment, and subscribe are all greatly appreciated. I absolutely love you all, and I hope every single one of you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace out.